Hi everyone, and welcome to this tutorial that provides an advanced introduction to EBSCO Business Source Premier. This builds upon what was presented in the first tutorial that provided an introduction to EBSCO Business Source Premier. And once again, here at the home page, you can go to the link here for the database and come into it. You can also go to the A to Z databases where it's listed alphabetically. I click on here, and I want to show you a couple of indexes as well as how to look for company profiles. So if I go into More up here on the upper bar, click on Indexes. There are various indices in this database that you should be aware of. And one is you can do a search by company. So if you get onto company entity, and what you can do in here is you type in the name of a company, let's say Bank of America, and hit enter. And what you can see is there are a number of different Bank of Americas here. And what I always do, there's ones that's specific for finance, different topics within Bank of America. Sometimes it might be a subsidiary of Bank of America. I always pick the largest number. And here 17,000 articles are tagged with Bank of America as corporate entity, which means these articles are substantially about Bank of America. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this here, and I'm going to go change this to and I'm going to click add, and it's going to pop it up here in the search field. And then what I'm going to do also is I'm going to go here and I'm going to change this to thesaurus, because I'm interested in something about Bank of America, and that is I'm interested in credit cards. So my research is on Bank of America and credit cards, and I can see right here there are 26,103 articles which are tagged with the subject heading of credit cards. That means these articles are substantially about credit cards. So I'm going to click add. And so I'm now going to hit search. And what I'm going to tell the database is bring back every single article which is tagged with the subject, was tagged with the company entity tag of Bank of America. So that means substantially about Bank of America, as well as ones that deal with credit cards. Click on search. And I now have 386 to review. If I wanted to, I could click on full text. That would limit the search results just to those that are full text. I could cut it by date to refine it further. I could, even if I wanted to, also say that I wanted to appear in scholarly publications. I can go further down here. There's other filters. I could say I want it by language. So they may not all be in English, or perhaps by a specific publication. So there are a number of different filters that are available as far as finding your search results. So that's one example that I want to show you here. And I'm going to click clear. And I'm going to go also up to more here, and I'm going to show you how to search by geography. So indexes, and in here I'm going to browse by index, and it's going to be geographic terms. And in this case I'm going to say China, hit enter, and 172,000 articles are tagged with the geographic term of China. So these are articles that are substantially about China. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to change this to and, because I want to combine this term China with another term that I'm going to put in a second. Click add, pops it up here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to thesaurus, which is down here, and then I'm going to clear that out of there, and then I'm going to put in bankruptcy. So what I want is I want articles that are tagged with the subject heading of bankruptcy. So there are 42,513 articles here that are substantially about bankruptcy. So when I click add, I'm telling the database bring back articles that are substantially about China and articles that are substantially about bankruptcy. So combining those two together in what's called a Boolean search, click search, and I've got 259 articles here to review, and as I showed you in the previous example, I can cut that further by limiting just to full text, by date, or there's a scholarly publication, or further down the page by language or specific publication. So that's how you do searches with some of the indices that are built into this database. And lastly, I want to show you one other feature in this database, and this is company profiles. So click on company profiles. There are well over 1,000 companies in this database which have these market line reports, which are really quite interesting resources. So we can go in here and let's run a search on Merck. Merck is a large U.S. pharmaceutical company. I'm going to click on this here, and just so you can get an idea what's contained in these market line reports is they usually several dozen pages. They're updated quite frequently, and they have a lot of really interesting background information on companies. So you can go in here and you see we've got company overview. There are links here to facts, business description, history, a lot of the basic information that you might do if you're researching a company. They also have SWOT analysis. It's a question I get frequently at the reference desk from students who are looking for SWOT analysis for the company that they're researching. Well, these reports have it. So we can go down through here just very briefly. You've got an overview, you've got business description, history, you've got quite a bit of history, in fact. Let me see a little further here. And you've got the executives, biographies of the executives, their products and brands. Here's a SWOT analysis here, which is a tool for doing strategic planning. You have top competitors, company overview, subsidiaries, contact information. So really terrific reports that provide a good basic information and especially are valuable for the SWOT analyses. So that's what I wanted to cover in this tutorial. If you have any questions about this database or doing any research in general, please contact me at the reference desk and I'd be delighted to help you. Thanks so much.